Taavo and Cat Control Radio. We are back, and we are here with a special guest. My man Ricky D in the place to be, Rec Dunn. What's going on? He also goes by Zero Earth, by the way. Be sure to check him out at his page. Go ahead and plug that for the people.
What is it? www.soundcloud.com/Zero Earth.
SoundCloud.com/Zero Earth for the people. Go check him out. He makes some amazing music, man. His stuff is very, to me, it's like the soundtrack to an amazing sci-fi movie. You know what I mean? So go check him out. He got some dope shit. And on the topic of dope shit, how do you make this dope shit? What's your favorite piece of gear when you're in the studio, around the office? Do you reach for the iPad? Do you go for the laptop? Are you some people are real world. They have to have some hardcore real gear, analog. I need a reel to reel with 50 mics plugged into an analog converter. So I don't know. What do you go for when you're normally crafting and creating in the creative realm of the studio there?
Yeah, funny thing, man. Honestly, lately I've been, and this, might sound funny, might not, because nowadays things have changed so much. Lately, I usually reach for my iPad.
Wow. Okay.
And when I'm like coming up with ideas, I usually reach for my iPad and I use this the iPad app called iMachine.
Oh, iMachine. Okay, I'm familiar with Machine. That's a Native Instruments product. Native Instruments.
I still haven't got my machine. I'm looking to get my own machine.
Let me tell you now. But you need to do that.
Yeah, that's my next thing, man. I need to do that real bad. I started on iMachine on my iPhone back when they first started a couple years ago, and it's perfect for just putting down ideas.
Right, so it's more of a scratch pad.
So it's more of a scratch pad.
You get your basic idea, and then you're supposed to bring it in.
Usually you're supposed to upload it into the machine and then tweak it out and fill it out and all that stuff. But it's the app has gotten so crazy now. Like there's so much you can do in this little app now.
It's starting to flesh it out a little.
It's crazy. So it's like I do so much pre-production in my iMachine, and then I just uploaded it into the computer and I'll finish it out. Like, I like to do like when people ask me my style, I say my style is a mixture of Timbaland meets Hans Zimmer.
Okay.
Meets what's your boy's name? Aoki,
Mr. Steve. Big up Steve Aoki holding it down.
So that's like a mixture of my style. Like I love orchestral sound. I love big orchestral sound, but I'm a hip hop head at heart.
Yeah, we know that about you, man. You are hip hop to the core, So it's interesting to hear these soundtracks that are very expansive and large coming out of you. I remember, in the studio days, you and I would go in, we'd crank up the SP1200, MPC 2000, drop a few samples in, and you were always the guy that came in and was like, bro, I got a soundtrack, it's a sci-fi movie, the alien dies, we're fucking sampling it, you know what I mean? And I'm like, whoa, all right, cool, let's rip this shit, you know what I mean? And we would take, violins and whatever off of it, and crazy, and you were always that cat. You'd have like a 6-disc set, back in the day when people still had CDs and shit.
Exactly.
You'd have your 6-disc set ready to go, and you're like, disc number 4, bro, the Ode to the Sith Lord, and we pull it up and there was, we take some dope shit from there. So I understand, your workflow to some degree, being that we have a little history.
That being the case, I see if you remember this. It was back in the day. In the studio and back in the shack or whatever, in the studio, old school studio, and used to have like the MPC setup. Used to have the do you still have that? What was it? The Roland, the 16
if you
channel.
Look around the studio here, you might find some.
You still have that? Because do you remember that?
Was it the Roland? Was
it the Roland, the 16 channel?
Oh yes, the Roland VS 880, and then there was the VS 1680 as well. That was a 16 channel.
Yeah, I used to love that freaking thing.
Wow, that was a great. You did spend a lot of hours on that.
You remember there was one time you came and you took the Beat Machine.
Right.
So we used to have the Beat Machine set up.
I can't wait. Okay, you got to establish this now. I came to the studio. Yeah. I take the drum machine. Yeah. You're sitting there. You got nothing
I'm left
to make
at the studio because I was staying there at the time. I was staying at the house next to the studio. So I used to be able to go into the studio when I was bored and make beats. But then never came. I'm sorry. And took the Beat Machine because he had something he had to do. So So I'm like, all right, cool. So now I'm sitting at the studio board with no beat machine. I just got the 1680 that recorded. You can still record into it. I remember I sat there and I made a beat off straight into the 1680 with the microphone recording. I made the whole beat with me banging on the table. I used change. I was dropping change on the table to the beats. You know what I'm saying? I made a whole beat. I remember Frank. I remember later. I think it was.
Recall this. I remember this.
It was like
man.
2 days later or whatever. Never came back to the studio. I was like, yo, check this out, son. I hit the play button.
You blew my mind, bro. You blew my mind. I never heard sounds like this before. Prior to this, it was 808s, 909s, some kicks, some snares off of maybe a James Brown album. Here this guy comes dropping change on the table. Okay, he's clanking on the wood on the ceiling. He's whatever he can find around him. He's slapping his forehead and his arms and his elbows into it and making beats. So, and it was cool because he takes it farther than the average. You would take it and you would say, all right, I drop change on the table. That's going to be my tambourine, right? But then you would bring it into the equipment and use the reverb, delays. You put so much processing on it. And the VS equipment from Roland was amazing because it had some revolutionary effects built in. That time stretching was in that thing before anyone was using it. There was so many things in there that you could do that I could see how you would become a sound designer more than a producer, a beat maker. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what happened. That was sound design.
The funny thing about it, now that I think about it, looking back, it's like that was and I honestly, I need more of it nowadays, to be honest with you. That was good training. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't think about it when you're making beats nowadays because everything's so at your fingertips. So you want a drum, you just grab a drum. You want hi-hat, you just grab a hi-hat. So true. A lot of people don't know how to do sound design. Not like real serious producers.
Foley work. Big up to all the Foley artists out there. Serious
producers do their own sounds.
I'm encountering this now. You know what I'm saying? Not to cut you off there, but I've been doing a lot of video work recently. And I'm encountering moments in the video where I need sound, and what's there is not good enough, and what you find online is shitty, and you have to physically make sounds. Like I'm in there making grunt sounds and foot. That's work, old school. But at the end product,
it sounds way better. Oh my goodness. But that's so old school, and people don't realize how much of an art form that is. And I think that's kind of being lost now because everybody, nothing against the younger generation, but everything's so fingertippy. You can just go online and type in the Google or something the 808 sounds, and you can download a package.
And that what's going to happen is the world is going to become the same. Everyone's going to have the same tools at their disposal. So the ones that will shine are the creators, the ones that build from scratch.
And there was this website. Have you ever heard of fact.com? I think it's a magazine. Okay. It's a hip-hop magazine out of England.
Hip-hop, too.
A hip-hop magazine out of England called fact.com.
Right.
You go to their YouTube page, and they have a bunch of little mini episodes where they take well-known producers, and they put them on a 10-minute time clock.
Oh, okay.
And they say you're it's called Against the Clock.
Got you. Give them a little time limit. Give them a little pressure. They produce a beat.
And they sit in their studio, wherever their studio is, and they hit the clock, and they got to produce a beat from scratch.
We have one out here, not out here, but on YouTube recently. It's called it's like Beat Roulette or something like that.
Okay.
And they make the guys blindfold themselves, pick 3 records to sample from, and they have to produce a beat.
Interesting.
Rhythm Roulette. Check out Rhythm Roulette on YouTube if you get a chance. Pretty dope. Some big producers have started getting wind of it, and they're popping up on the show. So it reminds me of what you're talking about there.
Yeah, but the cool thing about the fact thing is that you see people's, like we were talking about earlier, you see their workflow, how they work. And these producers will sit there, and you'll watch them go, okay, I want an 808, so I'm going to take this sound, and I'm going to mix this, and I'm going to stretch this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to pull this together, and I'm going to put this on top. And then all of a sudden, you take 4 or 5 sounds to make one 808, and you're like, wow, they did layering. That's crazy.
That's the trick to being original.
Yeah, so that's something that you don't see very much. And
do you do this in your own? Do you do this in your own music? Do you layer your sounds? Or are you more of a I grab the kit, play a little, little tweaks here, and I'm done? Or do you actually dig in and do a little work?
I do both. It's like how you were saying, like when you're stuck in a situation where you know what you want, and you can't find it. But I'm a product of the same situation, man. Nowadays, everything we live in the freaking. The fast food, industry generation, like everything's fast food. You want it now.
Everybody needs it now. It's on demand, right away.
So,
give it to me now.
Yeah, so when you want to make a beat, it's all about, okay, I got my beats. You don't want to sit there and go, I got to take an hour to make sounds just to make this idea I have in my head. So I'm a product of that. When I have an idea in my head, I just want to flush it out.
I mean, I know you build from scratch. I know that about you, but I just had to ask for the people. I wanted the Cat Control Radio listeners out there needed to know. You know?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I need to do it more. And you know this from back in this. There's days sometimes when you go in the studio and it's not even about making a beat. It's about building your sound files, your gallery of sounds.
You don't do anything all day, but literally build sounds. That's, any good producer will build their sounds. A shitty producer just pulls a library up, says, I'm going to take this, add reverb to it, that's my new snare. A good producer will put 3 snares in one, filter them to the point of them sounding like one voice. Done. It's the most amazing thing you've ever heard, because it's original. So. So let's end off on this, man. That was a good little run there. So all you little nerds out there looking to get your way into the game, go grab that iMachine. I highly recommend Native Instruments machine itself, as it's one of the better pieces of equipment out right now. It really does rival the old standards like the SP1200, MPC 2000, but it's really bringing you into the new age. Okay, where it's all about the VSTs, the plugins, the sounds, the fidelity. Everything's in a certain frequency range, and it really does make a big difference.
Make your own sounds.
Man Ricky D holding it down over here. His favorite piece of gear is now your favorite piece of gear. Make sure you check him and I out online. I'm going to let him plug his stuff. Go ahead and tell them who you are, why you came, and where they can find you.
Again, my name is Rick Dunn. I go by Zero Earth. You can check me out soundcloud.com/Zero Earth, or also you can look me up on facebook.com, Zero Earth Music. And I am here because this is where I am supposed to be right now.
Yes! Cat Control Radio. This is where you are supposed to be. This is for the people, and the people are for us. We're giving it to you and taking it back. I don't give a fuck if it's whack. Raka! Ricky D in the place to be. Thank you for being here, my man.
Yeah, man.
That one is for the listeners, yo. I hope you guys are tuning in. We got our lovely podcast up. Check us out at mixcloud.com/NevaRealm. That's NevaRealm. You're listening to Cat Control Radio.
Meow.
10 items or less. Always wear your best. Aisle 7. Scratch off lotto tickets.
Nalgas with G-strings that don't belong in a G-string.
Blue light special.
Saggy tits all the way down to the knees.
Put it on layaway, please.
Wearing a sports bra.
I'll take you on aisle 7.
Dead woman found in Wal-Mart parking lot.
What?
Decomposed, apparently. This is what the police say. Decomposed means you've been there for a while.
Does anybody check these fucking places?
Understand how body works. I know. Like, you would think people would, like, check the perimeter or something. Shit.
No. Too busy making fucking deli meat,
From what they say is the woman committed suicide, is what the autopsy eventually said. But it's been sitting out there. How do you know? There's been cigarette butts kicked on it. Who knows what? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe they found a note.
Exactly. Ooh. You won't find me for 20 days. What? How long does it take for a body to decompose?
I thought that happens within the first few days, but like totally 100% gone. I don't know.
If it's a little decomposed, that means it's been like a month or two.
It's got to be a good month, of
just rotting and sitting out there.
Nothing left but bones.
I mean, you think about it. Also, you have like rats and other things that will eat off of you.
Right,
You're dead.
The roaches and
exactly. So you can only imagine this. That's a sad, sad story. In Wal-Mart, none the fact. Wal-Mart. The other day, I got a Wal-Mart story to tell everyone, and it pisses me off. Why in Walmart do you always have to get behind the line of the person who just doesn't have the money to pay for the food? If you didn't have the money for it, why'd you walk in? Starve, just like the rest of us.
Go die in a ditch and decompose.
Don't fucking sit there and hold up my fucking line, god damn it. I got a problem with that. Never. That's my biggest problem is fucking Walmart lines. It's like one register open. It's like a regular business day. One fucking register open. Like, what the fuck is up with that?
One register and a few robots. Yep.
That's the only place I can go to shop. They got my PBRs at $17 now.
Oh, man.
For a case.
Wow.
They brought up the price. Look at that shit.
Couple bucks, huh? They know you're buying up stock in that motherfucker. That's what
Asshole motherfuckers.
they know we're doing stories, you know.
Exactly.
We want to talk about our fucking Walmart, huh? Let's jack up the price on these guys' favorite beer.
This old guy was over there. Apparently, my wife went there to go get me a couple of cases, and she freaking... This guy's like, oh, I'm stocking up for the weekend. He's grabbing like 5 cases. She's like, well, I'm taking 2. And he's like, well, there's only 2 left, and I was going to grab those. And she's like, well, I'm sorry. Stay away from Walmarts. Don't let yourself decompose. Come on, man. Find somebody to love you. There's somebody that can love you. Wasn't there an 80s song that said that?
Find somebody to love you.
Cause you're gonna be able to find somebody to love you. Every 80s song from 81 to 88. The CD is only 4 minutes long. Pay $25 because I will give you every secret to making the best 80s love song in the world. By Gwen Stefani and
Maroon
the guy
5.
from Bush. So, coming up next, what do we got?
We talking
like that
music
name.
or we talking topics?
Sean Dammit.
Sean Dammit, straight out of the O, baby. My man's he's worldwide in a way, but he's definitely Ozone based, Orlando, Florida. Sean Dammit holding it down with The Last Saturday Night.
This is Cat Control Radio, baby.
CCR number 12. You must tune in now. Check us out at Facebook.com/Cat Control Radio.
Beatstrumentals.
Must be an addict. Injected to the 12-step program.
Beatstrumentals. Today,
I'm Dr. Neva.
and I fuck you, Taavo. And if you don't like it, then change the channel. We are not on the panhandle, we are on a peninsula.
Surrounded by water.
Algas en el océano, desnudo con mi pene en You're listening to Depth Audio Dwarf Planet on Cat Control Radio.
Unsolicited, resolicited. We play everything.
It's lit, son.
Yeah. Taavo got like octopus arms on the fucking beat machine. One hand on the drum machine.
All music is loud.
One hand on the keyboard.
All music is loud, motherfucker. Up in this show, everything we play. What were you gonna tell me about injecting alcohol in my anus?
Yeah, it's an anal injection. Nah. I was online, bro, and I'm just casually doing the old YouTube thing, and I see this guy, and he's vaping alcohol.
Oh, beautiful.
I just had to be a part of it. I was like, what in the world is going on here? So I ask you, why drink alcohol when you can vape it? Beer pong, no more. Vaporizing alcohol is in, and in a very cool way. Companies like Vape Shot and Vaportini have come up with ingenious contraptions that allow you to add booze for vaporization. Can you say the life of the party? The idea here is that breathing booze effectively bypasses your body and goes straight to the veins. Your blood alcohol jumps up immediately. Can you say insta-fucked? This sounds like it's right up our alley. You know what I'm saying, Taavo? We need the $700 required to purchase a unit and a bottle of booze. And don't forget, when in doubt, pinkies out.
Oh my God.
Cat Control Radio, that's how we do.
Pinkies out.
Pinkies out. I got my $700 fucking vaporizer and my bottle of fucking Jack dick,
it's just running through me. Never, it's running through me. It's running through me. I just can't never. Oh my god!
I got the squites.
That's why I said if you're gonna take alcohol that way, I mean, it's almost like what this society has started doing recently, which the younger kids are ingesting alcohol through their anus.
It's the fastest way
and that's why
I
started
possible.
on this subject.
Oh, you're absolutely right.
Sorry,
that's probably one of the quickest ways to get it into your system.
Yeah.
Is a little anal dousing.
What they do is they grab, they sell those big wads of like cotton now, like on strands, and they'll shove it up their ass, and then they'll pour the alcohol in there. Fucking for real, bro. That's the new thing.
They got a wick coming out of their butt,
Exactly, and then they pour the alcohol in there. They get drunk.
Well, these guys need to get onto the vape game. You know what I'm saying?
If parents were afraid of their daughters or sons losing their virginity in college, it's even worse nowadays. So good luck to all those people out there.
I think if I showed up at a party and you were vaping alcohol, somebody's losing their vagina. I dropped my vagina. Can you help me find
I'm gonna
it?
tear that up. That's why they're losing their vagina. I'm gonna tear that shit up.
Hey girl, did you drop your vagina? Because I think I found it.
Yep, let me put it in my pocket. What? It's on my dick, bitch.
What are you doing tonight? I'm vaping Jägermeister and dropping my pussy off somewhere for rent.
So this is amazing, bro. So now you can vape alcohol.
Yes.
I don't like that, man.
Alcoholics
I like the taste.
everywhere are fucking ecstatic about this, bro. I mean, the price alone. I'm in the door. $700 for one unit. Let's go.
Are you kidding me? I
That's
don't
a
want to
fucking
vape
party,
alcohol, man. You know what I would vape? I would vape oxygen. You know what I wish people would get more of? Those oxygen tanks, like at your house. Get yourself some oxygen tanks. Breathe some oxygen because it's gonna get bad out there. Watch.
Yeah, that's true.
If you don't own an air purifier, get one because
coming.
We're getting worse. We're getting dirtier. We're getting nasty. Humanity's nasty.
That's nasty.
Look, anal tattoos, man. I'm talking about all the real shit on this show. Taavo and Neva don't fuck around. This is why we talk about these subjects, because nobody else will talk about the real subjects out there.
We keep it really real.
Exactly. So I'm gonna, we've been going off here for a second. We're gonna have our speak session coming up, son.
Cat Control Radio, son. Show number 12,
That's
son.
Right. So the next track is a Neva track. Oh my god, dude.
That's how we do. I took this opportunity to drop a little something from my crew in there. Realm Z Camp holding it down. Check us out at realm-z.com. This is Temple of Doom by your boy Neva.
Cat Control Radio, baby. Show 12.
Number 12, baby. What?
We shouldn't have made it, but we did, didn't we?
We did.
We've been pushing through this Holocaust. Cat Control Radio.
The world is ending and we are the last ones left.
I broadcast to you from Earth. Run.
Take us to your leader. Beatstrumentals. This is the 12-step program with your boy Gustavo and Neva.
Speak.
What it do, what it does, man.
So, who do you want to talk about today?
Ooh, let's talk
about a hot... No, I'm just going to say, I finally got to catch up on this show called Fear of the Walking Dead.
Fear of the... So this is not The Walking. This is a parody?
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a novel that some guy wrote, but whatever.
They turned it into a show.
Yes, they turned it into a show. Yeah. But there is this woman who's not Hispanic playing a Hispanic in there, and I just want to say, oh my
Joe.
So, Mercedes Masson, that's the one. Oh my God. Bam.
That's the one I was looking at.
Masson. Oh my God. Masson.
Except she had a gun in her hand and
oh God,
a hat on. So
I will just. Oh Lord, look at that. You can see her nipple too. Look at that.
Oh wow, yeah, she's got nipple tape on her nipple.
Oh shit.
Oops.
Oh shit. I want to bang that bitch. Look at her. I think I would eat that vagina for weeks. Look at them tits. Oh my God. Yes, she's hot. She will make my wife probably leave me tomorrow.
I think she did already, man. It's quiet in this place right now.
Nobody's been using the Cat Control Radio bathroom today. You know? Hey, I tell you, if you put a dead rat in the bathroom, people won't go back in there. Yeah. I told you this is the spot to get it, man. You just got to use tactics to keep people out. Anyways, that's my hot bitch of the day.
Hot bitch of the day, number 12.
Mercedes Masson.
Hi, Mercedes.
It's Mercedes. I am a loyal fan to you.
Please
you got me watching Fear the Walking Dead. Too late. I know. It's like old.
Latina de 90s.
Sí, se lo meto por el culo. What you got to say? So what's your speak? Let's get your speak today.
Well, I just want to big up my peoples, man. I wanted to thank Mr. Zero Earth for showing up here and providing us with some lovely music and everything like that. Big up to everybody participating in today's Beatstrumental extravaganza. Big up to all the addicts who checked into the 12-step program with your hosts and doctors, Neva and Taavo. We're doing it big, man. Show number 12, like we said, it's 2016. We're ride or die on this. We're going to roll till the wheels fall off. Please send music. Check us out at mixcloud.com/NevaRealm. That is mixcloud.com/NevaRealm. Holding it down. Thank you for listening. This is what to eat.
All right. So, closing it out tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Once again, I'm going to get you down to a beautiful, track from Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, we have some.
Soul Rider. Thank you, Omar Torres, for your contribution to the show. And the, also Hoops McCann. So, have a good night. Taavo and Neva.
You're listening to
Cat Control Radio.
TNN.
Taavo and Neva.
You're listening to Taavo and Neva. This is a test. This is only a test of the emergency vocal cast system. Cat Control Radio. Taavo and Neva.